Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how to wear a natural looking wig for beginners. If you are just getting started and you need to make your wig just look super realistic and you're struggling, I'm going to show you guys how to do it today, especially if you're laying a blonde wig on top of dark hair. That's what I got for you guys today. I have a blonde wig from Emma's Hair Piece. It's my first time working with this company. I'm not sure what the hair is like. I haven't put it onto my head yet, but we are going to be working with them. They do have a Black Friday sale going on right now, which makes this wig $294. So it is a steal, especially for a nice blonde wig. We're going to see how good it is, and I'm also going to show you how I make it look real because my dark hair tends to show and peeks through blonde wigs and it drives me nuts. And I'm sure if you have dark hair underneath your wigs, you're probably in the same boat. So I'm gonna get into it. Let's open up the box and I'm gonna take the wig out. Whenever you get your wig, you do get a wig cap on the inside, but I do already have one open, so I'm gonna use a different wig cap. All right, so here's the wig that we are working with from Emma's Hair Piece. She's blonde, she's beautiful. She has the perfect roots. I hate whenever blonde wigs have like these dark roots. She has super natural, light type of blonde looking roots. But I feel like whenever it has like a natural blonde root, it's perfect and so pretty. And I love the fact that it has the blonde coming straight into the front, framing the face. That is the most beautiful, stunning blonde that you can get. She has beautiful curls, and I'll put all her info right here onto the screen of exactly what I got. So let's put her on. Before we do, or let me put it on, show you guys what she's looking like straight out of the box without any adjustments, without any tips on how to make her look a little bit more natural. And then I'm going to take her off and show you guys how to just like add little touches to make her just feel like your own hair. So let's throw her on. She does have clips on the inside. She does have this adjustable band too that's going to really help keep the wig stay on. I have my hair in a high pony. I should have brought it down, and I don't even have a wig cap on. So putting her straight on top of my dark hair, this looks super good. It's really not bad. She's really pretty. And she is 100% human hair. So the parting, actually the parting space doesn't look bad at all. I assumed because it's like lace onto the top, I thought that it was going to be like super dark and I was going to have to work really hard to hide it. But this is actually looking really good. I am impressed. Okay. She is 18 inches long, which is like the perfect length. She is 100% Remy human hair, so you're going to be able to style her. You're going to be able to use some heat onto her. And in the front, they do bleach their knots, which it is blonde, so you don't have to worry about all those little dots showing. And the transparent lace is matching my skin tone really nicely. So she is looking super good. I can't believe that she looks this good right on top of my dark hair. I'm surprised, but we are gonna go in and make her look even better. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to wear a wig to make it look super natural. She looks really natural right out of the box. I love the hairline. That is so pretty. But we're gonna go ahead and make her look even better, and I'm gonna show you how to cut the lace off and stuff. So let's start off with the hairline. Whenever I go in with wig caps, it tends to show, like if ever it slides back or if I put it right here, it shows for me. Like somebody looking at me directly could see the wig cap. It's always like that. But if I'm using like a wig grip, that tends to be a little bit more invisible because wig grips are like this like kind of invisible look, like it's like white, but you could still see the dark hair just a little bit underneath. Well, this one's really good. This blonde wig is really good, but usually you could see my dark, yeah, this one's really good. It doesn't even have a fake scalp underneath, I don't believe. I'm gonna have to double check because that's really good, but usually you can see my dark hair. But for blonde wigs, just for that comfort of knowing nobody's ever gonna be able to detect that it's on top of my dark hair, we're gonna go in with some fake scalp tape. So to do this, I like to cut a circle at the end. The reason why I do that, because if you go ahead and just put like a straight line across, for some reason it tends to show right here that there's a line, but it will also show here as well. Like you'll be able to see the tape on both sides of the hairline. But whenever you go ahead and make that curve, you can only see that line right here. So you don't have to work as hard to hide the tape underneath. It's really simple. You just go in with a dab of a little eyeshadow and it's so much easier. So that is what I like to do. That's why I do a little curve. I don't take a lot off. So that's how much I ended up taking off. It's not that much. It's like that. And yeah, so this will make all of the difference. So I'm gonna take off the wig, go ahead and put the fake scalp tape underneath. And so whenever I am laying this onto the top of the lace of the wig, I don't like to bring it all the way to the front of the hairline because that tends to show a lot more. So I bring it back just a little bit, and it's going to look a lot more natural if you do this. So I'm gonna go ahead, put the wig cap on. I got a size medium with this wig, and I feel like it gives me so much more room. I feel really good with a medium cap. I usually get a small, but I feel like, I don't know, I might start getting medium caps. I feel like there's a lot more room, especially if you have like extensions in or if you have thicker hair. So now that I have the fake scalp on the inside, do you see how much that hid my hair underneath? You can't see it at all now. It looks super good. And I feel like this is just a little tip and trick. So this way you don't have to wear wig caps. If you hate wearing wig caps, you feel like they're always showing in your middle parting. I feel the same way, and that's just what I've been doing with blonde wigs. I do it with my dark hair too, but especially for blonde wigs, I'm going in with this. I would not even risk it. I would not even do, like, I will not do the bald cap method. I feel like that's like so long to do. And so this is just so much easier and faster and makes your wig look real within seconds. So from here, what I like to do is, I'm not sure if you can tell, I'm gonna go up close. There's a little difference right here. Because I have a widow's peak, it does tend to show. What I have been doing, I think since the beginning of wearing wigs, it has not changed, is I like to go in with this palette right here. I do have to find another one because I don't think they sell these anymore, but they have the most perfect two shades. So I'll go in with this one and this one here. This one's a very pale type of nude, and then this one has a little bit more of a warmer tone. So I'll mix them together, and I have this much amount of product onto my brush. It's a lot. I really go in and dab in both of them, and then I'll just put it right here where I see that line where my hair is starting. I'll bring it to the front. Can you see that? And I'll bring it along the hairline as well. And that's just going to hide that like beginning part. This can tend to look a little bit, if you're scared of powder, like I swear, just this little bit is going to make all the difference. So I'll go ahead and keep adding powder until I feel like it hides that line. I'll even bring my wig forward and really cover that up. I'll go in with my finger and just push that product into the lace. So this way it's not just like harsh, just like powder sitting on top of the lace. It's pushed in as well. It's gonna sticking to the fake scalp tape underneath, and it's going to stay put, and it's gonna look a lot better. So whenever I go like this, there's like a little bit of, not really, but like a little bit of a stick. And so the powder is just sticking to the fake scalp underneath. And so the lace is actually a 13x4. So 13 just means that it goes down ear to ear, and then it goes back 4. So it's going to be, it goes back actually to about here if I move the hair parting. And you want it to actually go back to kind of like the point in the back of your head. You want it to go back that far, because if you get wigs that, like, let's say it goes back this far and you only have a parting space that's this like much, it's going to look super wiggy. So this looks really, really natural. Whenever I bend over, it looks super good, and nobody's going to detect that it's a wig, because if it would go like, let's say up to here, people would be able to see that it's a wig because you wouldn't have any more parting space, but it has enough parting space and looks super natural. But now let's get into cutting this lace off. If you are a beginner and you do not know how to cut lace, I've got you today. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know, and do not skip this part because you need to cut the lace off properly, or else it's going to either make your wig look natural or really fake. What you're going to want to do first is make sure all of the hair is out of the way. The first thing I would suggest is getting a pair of scissors that is super sharp. If you are using scissors that are a little bit dull, and they don't work good, or you're using kitchen scissors that are super huge, you're not gonna have the best control. If you are spending a lot of money onto your wig, I really suggest getting something like this. These scissors have never disappointed me. They are very sharp. I think these are the sharpest scissors I've ever seen in my life. The way that they come to a point, like it hurts whenever you go like this, that's how pointy they are. And the way that they cut is a precise line. So I know whenever I'm cutting the lace off my wigs, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be exactly how I'm trying to cut it. And it's not going to take a few shots to get that perfect snip. It's going to snip right away. And you're going to have to be careful for your skin with these scissors because of how sharp they are. So let's go in and cut the lace. What I like to do is I'll put the lace a little bit forward, and I'm just going to create a straight line. This way I can see. That's just why I go right into the middle, because the lace is kind of covering my eyes whenever I'm looking into the mirror. And so I like to go straight into the middle first. And I'm going to put another snip right here. I'm going to work in sections, so this way I don't make any mistakes. I feel like if I tried to go all in one shot, it would be more of a hurry and I wouldn't be taking my time and really making sure every snip counts. So let's go ahead and start from here. So I'm just going to follow the natural hairline of the wig. I'm gonna kind of go back and forth. So not like crazy zigzags, but I kind of want to create some movement into my wrist whenever I'm cutting the lace, so it's not straight across. I'm gonna bring this forward. And from here, I'm going to look at the lace. It like blends really, really nice into the skin. It completely disappeared. It is transparent lace, so it's going to look super good and natural. But I'm going to look and see if there's any more that I can get off. So right here, I feel like I can snip just a little bit more and go closer to that hairline. Right here too. And here. Perfect. And now you can't see the lace at all. It's completely gone and it's there, but it disappears as soon as it touches my skin. From there, I'm going to work on this area too, because the ear areas are the worst to cut. I do have the perfect tip for you guys that's going to change the way you cut your wigs and the lace, and it's going to take all the stress off of you. But first, let's go onto this side. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to follow that hairline, create little movements, not too crazy, just like little movements. And there we go. This side is melted as well. It's not melted, but it's like it disappeared. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. It disappeared too. All right, now let's move on to the ear area. The stressful part. There, I had created the perfect line for my ear. What I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and use a rat tail comb. And what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to take my rat tail comb and follow this part right here. I'm going to lay it like this. Whenever I lay the comb down, that's what I'm doing, is I'm following my ear. And then I'm going to grab the hair that's right on the top of the rat tail comb and bring this up. And then I'm going to cut exactly where I separated the hair. And then I'm gonna cut right here too, right into the back. And that's all I'm cutting off. And now it fits perfectly around my ear. And all I have to worry about is this little part right there. You see how it just fits my head now? It feels like it's customized, and it was super simple. A lot of people are super scared about that part, but it's really, really simple. You don't have to worry about it. I thought I would share with you guys the difference between whenever you use like Gotta Be glue spray compared to not. So whenever I go like this and I lift my hair and I push it back and all those things, you can see that the lace is not lifting, it's not budging. If I would do the same thing to this side, whenever I'd go near my ear tab area, you would see that type of lace. It's not that the lace is not melted into my skin. It's not that it doesn't, it's not transparent. It's just because it's able to move because it is a 13x4. So we want to make sure that this doesn't happen. You don't need to, but if you guys wanted to do it without any type of, like, let's say glue, what I like to do for the ear tab area is I go in like this and I create like an anchor. This helps the lace from flipping and it looks a little bit more natural in my opinion, but it's still kind of lifting, but it's like being held down onto this side. So I'm gonna go ahead, spray this side down and finish this install and show you guys the results and how we're going to flatten the wig a little bit. Another little tip I have for you guys is if you have dark hair underneath your wigs, you're gonna want a blonde wig with some dark blonde roots. The reason is usually because there's some type of roots here onto the side, which if your dark hair sits right underneath, you have a hairline that comes really close to your eyebrows, or it comes a little bit closer like mine does peek through. Whenever it has a little bit of roots like this underneath, it looks like it blends in with it. If this would have been pure blonde, like a pure platinum blonde wig with no types of roots at all, you would have seen all of the dark hair underneath and it would have looked really, really bad. So from here, what I usually like to do is go in with a hot comb. This is 150% density, so it is laying so flat to my head right now. I don't even think I need to go in with a hot comb at all. Usually that's what I would do if it's like a big puffy, lots of like high density wig. But from here, I'm just gonna go in with the Lottabody Mousse. Just put this on top and press a Boar Brush down because it's already really flat. No, I really don't have to go in with any type of hot comb. I feel like a hot comb is not necessary for this wig since it is only 150% density. Another trick that I have to show you because it's driving me nuts is, so if you feel like your hair is peeking through just a little bit still and you used some powder and you're just like continuing to use powder and it's not covering, like I feel like this looks really good, but I feel like I can go a step further. What I like to do from here is I'll lift up the lace and I'll put the nude eyeshadow and I'll put it on my hair. Because the fake scalp doesn't come all the way here, right? I put it at least like here. I still have this hair peeking through. Put some of that powder onto my actual hair and that's gonna help disguise it. Put the rest of it right here where I could see that line. There you go. That is so much better. There you go. So I feel like this is looking super good. I hope you guys like this type of content from me. You guys can see it is not glued down, but it's melting really, really nicely into the skin. It's completely invisible now. It looks like my natural hair. It's really hard to detect that I'm wearing a wig on top of dark hair on top of it. And if you have a wig that has transparent lace that is going to blend into all skin tones, because that's what makes it so amazing, is the fact that it has transparent lace. That is what makes it look so realistic and blend the way that it is. If it has a pre-plucked hairline and it has pre-bleached knots, you're not gonna have to work hard onto a wig. And so if you are a beginner, please know those are the 3 things I would really suggest looking into if you're getting a wig. Transparent lace, pre-bleached knots, and it has pre-plucked hairline. Because if you're not getting that, you're gonna get a wig that does not look realistic and it's not gonna look great at all. So this one is so good for $294 on special right now. So I will leave the link again in the description box below. I'll also put a QR code right here onto the screen so you guys can easily just click it and go straight to the wig. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought about this video and I'll see you guys in the next. Bye guys.